Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rangers Respite. I'm Philip, and today is Saturday, and that means that it is time for a Lost Lantern whiskey review. Um, as you may be aware, it's starting to be summer, and it is very warm in my makeshift studio, which is the narrow space between my bar and my back bar with two running computers, big monitor. I mean, not big, but a good sized monitor and two bright lights. There's a reason why I stopped doing videos in suits. Anyway, and what am I doing this Saturday? I'm looking at 2025 Discovery Club Cask D7 Santan Spirits, straight bourbon whiskey. Before I get into that, just really quick, right now, live on TeePublic, I have my Virginia Whiskey Tournament shirt designs. Sales from those will go to supporting the Virginia Whiskey Tournament, specifically buying the trophy that I use, which is a Peter Jefferson cup. It costs about $70. Also supporting that are the sales of these ballpoint twist pens and rollerball pens. I sell these on Etsy. These two in particular are turned from Quercus robert French oak from a barrel stave from a barrel that held cognac for 45 years before being used to finish a peated American single malt whiskey in the Pacific Northwest. If you know, you know. Now, let's talk about this. So, by now, if you've watched any of my videos on Discovery Club bottlings, you know that I genuinely, really do thoroughly enjoy the Discovery Club. I think it's worth every penny. I'm not sponsored by them, although, hey, Adam, Nora, I would be willing to work out a deal that would be beneficial to both of us, mainly because I work cheap. But anyway, this is from Santan Spirits in Arizona. It is straight bourbon whiskey. It is a mash from 55% corn, 13% rye, and 32% malted barley. 4 years old, aged in a 53-gallon barrel. And bottled at 60.7%. One of, well, where is it? 150 total bottles. And look at the color in the bottle. You didn't think I could get any funnier looking, did you? I find this to be one of the more interesting bourbons that I have, full stop. But in the glass, it's a nice sort of dark amber, maybe a little bit coppery. On the nose, you have for only 4 years a surprising amount of like barrel influence, that like spice from the barrel tannins, the like dark rich caramel in there, and a surprising sweetness, and something that's almost like bubblegum but not quite, like the Bazooka Joe style bubblegum, and some like blackberry-ish. Definitely a little bit of brown sugar. And just a hint of a like light floral, like wildflower note. Just the barest hints of it. On the palate, that Bazooka Joe bubblegum note really pops. It's got a surprising sweetness and gentleness, especially given that it's 4 years old from the Arizona heat. You would expect for that barrel bitter to really take over, but it's remarkably sweet and gentle. And I mean, especially at 60.7%, you would expect it to be a real mouth burner, but it's fairly easy on the palate. There's that like a little blackberry note, and a little bit of like like vanilla, not like on, say, the iron root that's more of a, like, freshly scraped out of a vanilla bean, vanilla paste that's slightly bitter, but like a good vanilla extract sort of vanilla. Mm. I should clarify the way a good vanilla extract smells, not the way it tastes. Do not try drinking vanilla extract. There's something, it's like a light citrus spritz on the palate that's very nice. Mm. The finish. The finish is interesting because that light citrus spritz, it sort of appears late in the palate, sort of really develops on the finish. There's a nice oiliness that coats the back of the palate. It promotes this long-standing finish that's all, this bright citrus, a little bit of vanilla, and just a little bit of that, like, Bazooka Joe bubblegum note. It's very nice. It's very different. And I'll be honest, not at all what I expected. And that is not a bad thing. Now, let's get into those 3 questions that I always ask and answer, starting with, do I enjoy it? Yeah, absolutely. I think that this is a fantastic example of a bourbon that falls outside of the expected flavor profile of bourbon, but is still a very bourbon, spirit, if that makes sense. Like, it's very definitely bourbon, but it's just a little bit off to the side of what you expect. Um, I think that it's really interesting, and it being different and interesting really draws me in and makes it a good fit for me personally. Second question is, do I think it's a good value? Um, and I think y'all already know my answer on this, and that is yes. Um, I'm not a bourbon drinker. I am always glad to have bourbons, rye, single malts, corn whiskeys, even from distilleries that I've never had an opportunity to try spirits from before. Santan is an example of that. And this is a very interesting and different bourbon. I think that this is one of the reasons why the Discovery Club is such a good value, because I would never get to try this. And putting a price tag of $100 on it, $120 on it, including shipping and tax, you know, makes it a little bit pricey, but I think well within the discussion in terms of cost. And of course, as always, supporting Lost Lantern is always a good thing, in my personal opinion. Let's see, that brings me to the third and final question. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. If this is anything like any other Santan spirits bottlings, you should search them out, try them. If they're available in your area, they're well worth looking into. If you're thinking about joining the Discovery Club, I think that it is worth every penny. They do a lot of really interesting stuff. Um, I've got a couple of them up here and a couple more over here. And the ones that are over here, I think, are the best examples of why the Discovery Club really rocks. That Days to File Triticale whiskey is something that I'd never have an opportunity to try if it weren't for them. And it is worth every single penny of its cost. Same with the Painted Stave and the New Holland. I mean, just it's a fantastic program. I really like it. I'm not sponsored by them, but again, hey Adam, I work cheap. Please? At least a baseball cap. I like hats. Anyway, with all that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, it has been great chatting to you about another fantastic whiskey. I am looking forward to Monday. Going to do a video with Randall from Off Topic Whiskey. If you are not following him, you absolutely should. He's Off Topic Whiskey, fantastic channel, a lot of really interesting content and stuff that I don't even think about, which, you know, just one of those, like, everybody has a different perspective on whiskey, and if you listen to people who have different experiences from your own and different ideas from your own, you will learn and grow as a person, and that will help you better appreciate the whiskey in the glass. Now, on Wednesday, I'm reviewing something. I haven't decided yet. On Friday, I might be reviewing Singularity from Hinter House. I think that covers everything. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, stay happy, stay geeks. Snatcher.